Hello. I am Tiffany Castleberry. Welcome back to the Rant Over Show. We are so excited to be here today. We can rant literally about everything and anything. Just depends on where our minds go. And ignore me doing this. My dog is under the desk again. She's driving me crazy. Anyway, don't forget, hit the like button or the subscribe button if you have not done that already, because we are awesome and hilarious and you don't want to miss this. Anyways, as always, or most of the time it should be, joining me today is Christopher Fagan.
Hey, how you doing? What's going on? How you doing? Glad to be back on the rant with the Queen of Rant.
I feel like all I've been doing this week is ranting.
Yeah, earlier you said something that was interesting. Was it last week or was it earlier this week or something like that? You were like, I didn't ask you too much about it. I didn't want to get too deep in your business. You said somebody had engaged with you on something, and then I saw something that you said, and the way they asked you about it could have been triggering, but you decided, nope, not going to engage or something like that, and then you just. I think it was last week when we were talking about how you disassociated from Facebook for a while, right?
I did delete my Facebook I deactivated. I didn't delete. I deactivated it for like a week. That long.
But you're back?
Yeah, I'm back on there now.
Oh, okay. You couldn't let anybody just escape with just being themselves. You like to complain about, get off my lawn.
I mean, when I saw the scene in Gran Torino with Clint Eastwood sitting on his porch with his shotgun in his lap, yelling at the kids about getting off his grass, I could completely understand that. So, I could be that person.
Oh, I know. I know. What's been going on? What's the news this week?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I could go off and on multiple tangents, but the first thing that comes to mind is work. Christopher, I don't understand why is it so hard to find a good, hardworking store manager. Will take care of their team. Like, it's not hard.
What do you? Oh, so like you're not the store manager in this situation. You're talking about somebody that's working with you.
I'm the district manager, hiring store managers for my stores.
Throwing people under the bus. Okay, we're not going to name names today, are we?
No, I won't name names. I won't be that mean. But no, it's frustrating. So like, I've gone through 4 or 5 store managers. The first store has not even been open a full year. Does that tell you something? And it will tell you that I'm hard to deal with. So don't even go.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. You're just difficult. Have you ever thought that you're the common denominator?
I mean, yes, I do question that, absolutely. But no, it's not, it really is just about, for me, it's taking care of your team and taking care of the customers and just doing your job. Okay, to give a little more detail about what the bigger issues are so I have someone that has gone in multiple times, not just like occasionally, but multiple times to go in and edit their time card to say that they showed up at a particular time. And I've got multiple staff telling me that particular person was not in the building at that particular time. So that's one thing.
Caught them in a lie.
And then, it's just like, okay, so when it comes to retail and food, I've always had a huge issue with running out of product. Like, not me doing it, but like if a place does it. So like, when I worked at restaurants, if we ran out of something, I'm asking the person, like, how do you run out of this? Like, how do you not prepare properly? Looking at all of the tools and resources that you have, all the reports that you can run to know what we've sold over, say, if we, if it's like a weekly something or another order. Okay, we sold, just for rounded and off numbers, but so we sold 75 of these particular sandwiches in the last week. So that means that in the next week, I have to have no less than 75 to meet the same status quo, but obviously, we're always trying to increase sales, so we want to make sure that we're above that. So I should probably have at least 100 on hand to make sure that we cover all bases, right?
Right. Makes sense.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Not my store manager. She has been running out of food left and right, and the sad thing is that I guess she either has so much pride or, such a big ego that she won't own up to it. Like, she won't contact me or the other store to ask.
Oh, like she wants to solve the problem herself instead of,
No, she wants to be out of product and not take care of the customers. Like, because she won't ask for, like, because she could easily go to the other store and say, hey, do you have this sandwich? I'm going to run out. I only have this many left.
Mm-hmm.
I have, these many days, okay, so say they receive their order on Friday, so it's Wednesday, right? So I need to get through the next 72 hours to be able to not run out of product and make sure the customers are happy. Do you have a case of this particular sandwich?
Uh-oh, did I do something
weird? What are you doing?
Something wrong. I'm showing the behind the scenes stuff.
Right? But instead of doing that, she just runs out of product.
Uh-huh.
And pisses off customers.
It's to build character, right? It's a challenge, isn't it? Isn't it supposed to be how it's supposed to go?
What's building character? Getting yelled at by customers? Who wants to do that?
Yelled by customers and then later yelled at by you. But eventually, you're gonna have to make a decision. You're gonna have to I'm gonna put you on the spot right there. You're like, what the hell y'all talking about? You talking about me again?
She keeps coming under the desk.
You're gonna have to make the decision, right? Either what? You're gonna have to train or correct the behavior, or you're gonna have to make another executive decision, right?
They've been given corrective actions. They are the steps have been there. The training was done, mm-hmm. and now it's simply not doing the job, and not even having the wherewithal to ask for help. To ask, another store manager or, your shift supervisors or me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would so much rather you ask me about borrowing product from another store than just running out for 2 or 3 days and pissing off the customers.
All right. But people nowadays have that it's better to ask forgiveness than permission mentality.
But when you're in the restaurant or retail industry, you're taking care of customers. That's how you lose customers. You need to be profitable. That's just the way to lose money. Trying to save face. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
So what's going to be the corrective actions to correct the behavior?
So I had a lunch meeting with a potential new store manager yesterday.
Uh-oh. Well, I hope this person isn't watching. Like she's at home right now, or he or she is at home on a weekend thinking everything's great. I love my district manager. Everything's so great. I can't wait. You know what? I think on Tuesday I'm gonna ask her to brunch, not knowing that on Monday it's gonna be a very awkward conversation.
Well, no, but and nothing. And I haven't made any final decisions or anything. But she's even made contact. I have multiple baristas that have come to me and said, hey. She said that she's not happy. She's looking for another job. Okay, I can help her with that. That's fine.
Oh wow, that's a way.
But I'm not going to be caught, blindsided. I'm going to prep for that.
Yeah,
right? Like I'm not. I got to take care of my customers. I got to take care of my people. So.
That kind of sounds. It was funny. It was like this disassociation conversation. It kind of sounds like what we were talking about before the show and disassociation.
It's a business, right?
Exactly. Which is what I was saying. So I won't be too cryptic because I don't give a damn. I'm a brutal, honest guy. I called Tiffany earlier before the show. So what's going on? What you up to? No, I reached out to you first. I said I just came up to you and I was like, I have to disassociate from somebody because there was an issue, a social media issue that I don't want to be associated with, and it dealt with a race issue, and I was venting and reaching out to you on it, but I'm not gonna lie, you were kind of falling into a test. you were, Because that's why I brought up what you did last week with the whole like that friend on Facebook that said something that could have been triggering, but you did. I was hoping you were going to do the same thing last week, what you did today, what you did, and I was very proud of you because you said I could let what this person just said to me trigger me and dive in and say something and just make it go a whole direction that I'm not ready for it to go to.
Right.
Or maybe I am ready. Man, you know what? Buckle the fuck up. Let's go. Like maybe you was gonna do that, right? But you said no, not you did this with your phone. Not today, Satan. And just threw it away. And I was like, that's what I was hoping for again. And so just so I'm not too cryptic, somebody did something or said something online that I can't be affiliated with. It was somebody I was planning on working with, but I'm no longer going to. And I wasn't saying that. I don't even know how to. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna put this up for now until I figure out what the title is. I'm gonna. I'm not saying that this person, did it or said it, but association is important to me, and I have a history with letting things slide too much back. And this is honestly back when we were both working overseas. When me and you were working, there was a guy. I don't know if you ever met him, if you remember him, as the maintenance guy who was in Braun. He was the person who was in charge of fixing the equipment and stuff. The older. I know you because he was there before me, so I know you. I know he was there when I know you met him, but you might not remember him. He was the maintenance supervisor. Nickname was Cannonball or something like that, and he got into it with another black guy and was venting to another one of the coworkers and called him the N-word straight up. I'm just like, hey, he's acting like a nigger, and then
Oh, wow.
but this guy was so. Before his whole thing was just being sexist, and he used to laugh with me about it. He'd say, Chris, you can get a lot done with intimidation. He was a very intimidating guy, especially me. I'm 24 years old. I don't know how to deal with a 65-year-old fucking racist at the time sexist, misogynist that likes to go berserk and like go and do that shit all the time because that was his tactic. If you say the craziest shit right in the beginning and they laugh it off, then that sets the tone for the rest of the relationship. Right. That was his strategy in life. But then when it came to that, and then when that happened, and he comes to me and he goes, he gives me that handshake attempt, like, but we're cool, right? Kind of. And I shook his hand and waved. But after that, I didn't feel good about myself because I shouldn't have let it slide, and it wasn't something cool. I shouldn't. And I said, I learned a lot of lessons working overseas, and that was something I'm never going to deal with again. So fast forward to the future. Fast forward to the present. Somebody that I was associated with displayed something that I'm not comfortable with. And when I saw it, I said, I didn't bring anything up. I didn't say anything. But I told myself, I talked to my wife, and I was like, I'm not going to work with this person anymore, even though we've been planning to work with each other.
Right.
And if they ask, I'm going to honestly tell them why.
So have you known this person for a while? Or
Nope.
is this somebody you've met over social media?
Met through another affiliate
Okay.
or maybe a former affiliate of this show.
So just an acquaintance.
Just an acquaintance of acquaintance that I've collabed with once. And I was impressed, and I'm like, maybe we should work together in the future. We were in the discussion phase for the past month or so to talk about possible things to do in the future. And we had some great ideas, and I'm gonna be honest with you. These are things that are probably the reaction videos or the stuff that for the network that gives the most attention. This person would have probably crushed it, but I don't care if you're going to guarantee the network 1 billion views and it's going to make us so much money, but some things just to me it's not worth it.
Negotiable.
So I said I'm just not going to work with them because it's early in the stage, and I don't care. You don't know what you don't know.
Right.
So they asked and said,
"There's nothing personal involved."
Yeah, there's nothing personal involved. So they said, "Hey, it's been
a friend outside of this." So I mean, I get that aspect. It's a lot easier to cut ties with somebody that way.
Because it never really started. And they said, "Hey, you've kind of gone radio silent. and you kind of unfollowed me on these things. Is there something going on? And I responded. I said, this is what I told you. I sent you I think I told you what I said to him. I said brutally honest. After seeing this a couple of weeks ago on your that popped up on my news feed, I'm not, comfortable with it. I don't want to feel like I have to explain it away later, and I just choose not to associate with it. I didn't accuse anybody of anything,
Right.
even though I do feel that silence is. Silence is condoning it, but that's everybody's free to do it. You're free to do what you want, and I'm also free to do what I want. That's how I felt about it.
Yep.
But I was getting nervous because your response to it was like, did you talk to him about it first before making that decision?
Okay, so I understand the whole guilt by association, right? And my question to you, because I didn't know any background.
Yeah, you didn't know that there was no friendship. Like your question was valid, because if this was like an old friend of mine,
right?
Because that wouldn't have been fit. Like for example, my wife is white. I knew I'm a black man in the South dating a white woman from the South, so I know what I might have to look for, because it's the likelihood of something uncomfortable is possible.
Yeah.
And I vetted those things and I looked for them. Yeah. And there's things probably in my family and in her family that maybe I'm not comfortable with, and there's things that she might not be comfortable with. But it's all about how and that I'm like, for example, I'm not gonna ding you or anybody for having a relative or for acquaintance or something like this for something that they might be involved in. But if your involvement also includes constant public, hey, this is this and this is this and then that's another level of it. I'm like if I have a crazy uncle that that likes to eat beetles and throw and spit them on infants. I'm gonna say that's my crazy uncle that likes to eat insects and spits on infants, but I don't fuck with him. But if I'm constantly going, I love my uncle Russ who loves to eat beetles and spit on babies, and let's go all hang out together, then you might be like, you know what I mean?
No, I do, and I get that, but that was why like I asked the questions that I asked, right? So like making sure you're that, like I said, it was just for me, it was because I know you're a better person than this, and so I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't I'm just making an assumption. I saw a picture I didn't like and deuces. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I feel like if you were considering working with an individual, that you would take a little more time to at least somewhat understand the situation. And you said that you did. Y'all had a conversation. You got what you needed and made your decision, and that's fine. That was the only thing I was checking on. Like I said, you and I disagree on a lot of different things, but we can have conversations about it and still maintain a friendship. So, and again, I didn't know any background. I didn't know that there was no friendship there. They were pretty much just an acquaintance anyway. So.
Yeah, I mean, I vetted our history and our friendship on it, like based on like we said, we have history on it. If that history included a bunch of things that I'm not comfortable with, then there's the person who was supposed to be the best man at my wedding years ago. I no longer speak with him, and all he did was ask me to remove one of my ex-wife's bridesmaids so he can include
bring
his girlfriend in as a bridesmaid, because he felt uncomfortable walking down the aisle with a stranger to celebrate my wedding.
Right.
And I don't talk to him anymore because that's fucking
and
stupid.
That did not resolve itself.
Yeah, exactly, because his views on it was fucking ridiculous. I'm like, why is your girlfriend, who I don't know, and what now more important than you celebrating my wedding, if we've been friends for like 20 years? What the fuck are we talking about here?
Yeah.
So
that's
like
crazy.
it was ridiculous. So no, I look at things on a case by case basis, but my response to it was I don't owe her understanding. She before even asking me I probably should have kept the pronouns to they them, but she already asked me to like gave me the hey, you know what, she thanked me for my honesty, but
Yeah.
was like, but I'm not like that, and she gave me the reason behind it, and I didn't ask for the reason behind
Yeah.
it, because that was my point. No one, because when you do that, you already have that defense and that wall up.
Right.
So because that means anything that I say after that, I could have been brutally beaten up by a person displaying
Right.
that stuff, and it wouldn't have mattered, because then the answer to that is, but I've already explained what it means here. So
Right.
I don't have time to play that defense game. If you're not asking me where I'm coming from, I don't,
Yeah.
and I didn't ask you where you came from it, then that's, I mean, that was me and you, our friend, our history and our friendship would have warranted a longer conversation on it.
Right.
But no, you're right. An acquaintance of an acquaintance, I don't owe them anything.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. I do. I understand that.
And that's just how that's how I felt on it. So I'm evaluating. I've just gotten to a point where I don't need to. I don't need to. So I just basically said it like that. I have my history of it, and I explained that history to you, but
Right.
earlier. But I didn't explain that to them.
Yeah.
But that was my point. They didn't even ask. It was more important to explain them without even, and didn't
Right.
even ask me, because
Right.
that was the point. Because then
Yeah.
if I
Is
would
there
have
a story
explained,
behind this that I need to understand?
yeah,
Yeah.
because then if I would have explained myself, then it would have been, but but I already explained myself, so I'm like, that's not the point. We're it's 2022.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell me what your history of it is, or whatever your views on it. That's fine, but that doesn't trump my my history and my view on it.
Right.
And if you choose to still work with me despite that difference, that's fine. But if I choose not to work with you, that should also be fine. I don't wish ill will. I just
Right.
I don't want to have to explain. Let me be honest with you. I got a cousin who would honestly, if they would have saw that, would have called me on the phone with my grandmother on the other line. Well, what the fuck? And I don't want to have that conversation.
Yeah. Right. I am not trying to answer to my grandma. Nana does not need to understand or know or no.
I would have gotten a Fagin history lesson all over again. You know what happened to this and that and that. Yes, I know. Like. I mean, they were already making sure they watch. They look, they're
Right.
like, okay, all right, well, there was a scene. What was that movie? Have you ever seen Casino? Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
There was
Years
a scene
ago.
where Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro, they were just having a conversation. He had he had a toothpick in his mouth. He's just talking, and then a stranger that they didn't know just walked by, and in the middle of the conversation, he's like, "Look at this guy. What's going on here? Who is it? They're making sure that he ain't gonna start nothing." And then they went back to their conversation. That's how my family is.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, okay,
No, I get that.
what's this coming my way? Is this gonna be some shit?
I
It's
feel
not.
like I do it all the time too. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, you're talking.
You got to be cautious. I know. I mean, I ranted on that too long, but yeah, that's basically it. You don't owe anybody understanding unless
Right.
there's more to it. But in this situation, it just wasn't.
I get it.
Stood. You have to stand. This is a stand your ground state.
Hey, you know what? You will die on that hill. I know you will. So it's okay. I get it.
And that's what I appreciated you on. You didn't push, because that's what I was like. If Tiffany pushes me on this, am I gonna have to cancel the Rant show today? It's like, because I'm like don't try to force me to understand them.
Conversations?
This is exactly what Tiffany said after I said what I said to her and my reasons behind it. She looked at that and she went, OKAY send. Okay.
I did. I was like, okay.
Okay. What's for lunch?
Yeah.
that was
See what happens later.
that was a rant. I think I just kept
You
in
did.
the
You
theme of.
took over my damn show.
My
fucker.
bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Now, what was that you were saying earlier about what was that, a fashion show or something? What was it?
A fashion show. What? No. Oh, okay. But have you watched, because you and I like Bill Burr. So have you watched Bill Burr's new thing on Netflix?
Not yet, because I'm still debating on whether or not I want to do, because it's been so long that I've had a new experience with Burr. So
Okay, have you
I'm still
seen
debating
any
on whether or
clips
not I'm
from
going to
it?
do record myself watching it or not. I
Have
don't
you
know.
seen any clips from it at all?
No, and I don't, that's why, because I'm still debating on whether or not I want to record myself watching it. Have you watched it?
Yes, remember I texted you.
Why'd you do that? You could have recorded yourself watching it and,
Because it's like an hour
blew the
long.
channel up.
No, no, because because there were some parts that did not keep my interest, and you would just see me playing on my phone.
Well,
Wouldn't have been,
that's
but
why I edit.
well, there's that too. But no, okay. So when you do, we will have a conversation about his last topic to close out the show.
Okay. I think I heard something about it. Maybe it has something to do with race. Am I right?
Portion.
Portion of it. Okay, I'll watch it. But I'm still
Yeah.
debating on whether or not I want to record myself. I'm just gonna have to do it. You know what? Joy has to work
I don't
tonight.
care if you record yourself or not. I just want you to watch it so we can have a freaking
So
conversation.
I'll watch it tonight. Joy's got to work tonight, so I'll set up the camera. I'll record myself watching it, get some content for sure. Because I love Bill Burr. I love.
I know you do. That's why I'm surprised it's taking you this long to watch it.
It's been so long since there's been a new thing, so I want to. I'm probably wasting
Trying
time.
to savor it without watching.
I'm gonna lather myself up with butter, and I'm gonna have a shared moment with Bill Burr.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna rage text him, tweet him the whole time. I'm watching you.
Text him the whole time. That was a horrible joke. What were you thinking? Oh my gosh, that's even better.
The fuck, you're making us baldies look bad, you bastard. Fuck, that joke bombed.
Oh
He would block me so bad. He would tell me to go fuck myself, then block me.
Here you go. Probably. You really doesn't care.
No.
You know, the sad thing was is I was going to text you like last night some topics. And I was like, I really need to remember these. I should just text Chris and be like, hey, we're going to talk about this. Hey, we're going to talk about that. I don't know how we're going to get from here to there, but those are two topics that I want to discuss. But I can't remember what the second topic was. The first one was about my store manager and me being really annoyed about
that. You know what? I figured a way to solve our problem. I'm gonna put this time, before we get into that, I'm gonna put this moment to a commercial break, because the link is about to end in 10 minutes.
Right.
So fuck it. I'm gonna cut it, and then we're gonna relog on.
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah, and this is what I'm gonna do. Stand by for this. You can YouTube, put a fucking commercial in at this point right here. So let me disconnect it, and we can just reconnect. Hold on, let's see.
All right, I'll come back.
All right. Okay. And now we're back. I'm gonna have to put an actual commercial there for that's gonna last like 5 minutes to get that show, because I think that would work. Now we just have to wait for Tiff to get her ass back in here. I should have put hashtag commercial break. There she is. We're talking about Bill Burr instead of Bill. Let's see if it works.
Sorry.
There we
It
go.
makes like an update and then like a Jeez Louise, I don't even look like that anymore. I should really update my picture.
Oh, you mean that Black Panther mask that I got right there? This is what this is all they're gonna see. It's gonna just see two of me.
That's not nice.
Oh man, I'm not that bad. There we go.
I was just talking about me versus my old picture, which is really cute. But
You know what? I'm gonna have it ready for next week, and I'm gonna have like a 5 minute or like official, unofficial commercials. I'm working on like this in-house commercials kind of thing, maybe to advertise the other shows on the channel, and I can put that there while we're doing our workaround with Zoom. Go to like a 5 minute commercial break, and then
like we don't cheat the system one way or another.
exactly, because I'm not paying no $5 a month.
We'll just stop and start. You enjoy those commercials, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Like those fake ass commercials, and like, ladies, have you ever had that not so fresh feeling? Well, wash your ass.
Wow.
What does that mug say again? Let me see. I like butts. Oh, okay.
Big mutts.
Oh no, I saw what I saw. Don't be trying to change the subject.
Anyways, I think it's really cute. My best friend got it for me.
I like big butts, and I can't not lie. Oh my God! You and my friend Sean both make that noise when I'm playing video game with him. He does that shit. He always
That one?
Yeah. Well, no, he'll drink something. And I'm like right in the microphone. Right in the microphone. I can't. You want to rant? There we go. Like those bad habits. I hate that shit. Like the etiquette. Read the room, dude. I don't like. How do you spell etiquette?
Etiquette.
Etiquette. There you go. I can't spell. There you go. Bam. Gamer etiquette. When you're playing a video game with me, don't get all up on the microphone and all that shit. No, I don't want to hear you clearing your throat. I don't want to hear. You get a glass or something, you drink. Sean, like I hope I'm gonna send this link to him. I'm gonna send this clip to him. Sean, I'm talking to you. You did it again last night when we were playing the fucking game.
Well, it's called what is it? Misophonia, I think is what it's called.
Misophonia?
Yeah, look it up. It's where a noise can trigger you and either make you angry or anxious or
horny.
Anyway, I think it's MISOPHONIA.
It's what? Let me look it up. M-I what?
SOPHONIA, I think.
Misophonia. It should be misophonia, and people don't know how to shut the fuck up and play the damn game.
Is that what it says?
No, it doesn't. No, my bad. Let me look. Misophonia. Here we go. Definition of misophonia. This is a good topic. Yeah, you know what? This is good. I like this. Maybe we should become Webster's dictionary and just fuck up the definitions of everything. Okay.
I'm spelling everything for you.
Shut up. Look. Okay. Tiffany brought up misophonia. Here we go. Misophonia. Noun. A condition in which one or more common sounds, such as the ticking of a clock, the hum of a fluorescent light, or the chewing, yes, or breathing, fuck yes, of another person, cause an typical emotional response, such as disgust, distress, panic, or anger in the affected person hearing the sound. Look, I know here we go. Let's get into some relationship advice on the Rant Over Show. Ladies, if you're looking at your man across the table and the sound of him chewing his food makes you want to fucking murder him, call this number. Sir, you are in danger. Have you ever gone through that? Have you ever been in a situation with this misophonia thing?
Yes, with my dog.
With your dogs?
Yeah, okay, so Penelope, the one that was under the desk earlier, she has an oral issue. She licks everything, and a lot of it is her area, which drives me absolutely. I can't stand the sound of it. The sound of
I
it
was about
just
to say my
drives me
wife loves the
insane.
sound of that, but anyway, go ahead.
Like, literally, it wakes me up throughout the night if she starts licking, and I roll over and I'm like, "Stop licking!"
It's like in the middle of the night, you just hearing.
It wakes me up. It's awful. It's absolutely awful.
I mean, so it's like the sound of lapping what her butthole or something, trying to clean it out or something.
Licking her hoo-ha. She likes to lick her hoo-ha. I mean, look, hey, if humans could give themselves oral pleasure, I'm sure that they would be doing it. And
I've
it would
already
be
had my
whole.
lower ribs removed. Who says I can't?
But I don't like listening to my dog lick herself. It really, it sets me off. Yeah.
To the point of completion. What are you talking about? What happened?
Oh, I mean, like I will literally throw a shoe at her. Like, and I know that sounds horrible. It's soft. Like I don't intentionally like hit her. I just throw it next to her.
Throw it across her head so she can get the hint.
Or like I'll come out of the bathroom and she'll be I've looked at her and literally asked, I'm like, Penelope, you know I'm gonna yell at you every time you do this. Go to another room that I'm not in. Like,
why are you kink shaming your dog for one? Jealous.
no, I can't stand the sound. I don't like. Yeah.
But let's be honest. But if you could.
Probably not.
That's a question for guys, right? If you
That's like the main reason I couldn't be a lesbian.
But when it's
on in a whole different area.
What movie was that? Like I think it was
oh, I can't remember.
It was there was a scene in Road Trip. He's like no, but it's your. He was trying to explain to his friends. No, but it's your stuff. It's yours though. And they were like, ew, what the? But it's yours. Yeah, where did this conversation go?
We went left. We went far left. But I mean, okay.
The point is, if every guy could, they would.
Oh yeah, guys. Yeah, I believe that. I mean, I'm sure there's some girls out there that would too, but no, that is if I ever thought I could even consider being a lesbian, that's the reason right there. It would be a sexless relationship.
Like I don't like the taste of pennies. Some people do.
You're trying to go into a whole different direction.
Misophonia, the new definition of misophonia, not wanting to be a lesbian.
But it's certain noises. So the first time I heard that, I was like, oh, that so makes sense to me. Like that's me. Like there's certain things that just.
Could you break up with? Have you ever broken up with a person for something like that, like a sound that they make? Some people deal with people who have like what's sleep apnea. My mother deals with it in her relationship.
I have friends that have it. I have friends that have to sleep with the mask and everything.
Would you be able to handle it? Could you?
I don't know. I don't know what it sounds like.
Sounds like the dying. Because they lose, they can't breathe. Like they need the assistance. People could die from it.
I don't know what the machine sounds like. I've never been with anybody or had to sleep next to somebody that had one.
Yeah, it's a light hum kind of a thing. So I mean, if you're okay with like whale sounds, but I'm sure with other people with this misophonia thing, I'm sure it's something like that dripping faucet example.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna bring up a guy, and I'm gonna see if I get you to do a quick reaction to him too. So I got some new homework for you. Not a Reddit this time, a reaction.
Okay.
Kevin Samuels, he's no longer alive, but he was a guy from the Red Pill, I guess, society, what they called it. He was like men's content. But one of the things that when his guest on his channel would, if he would hear it, this would be his misophonia thing. Because he mostly would have women call in on the show to get advice, and if he would hear the fire alarm that needed a new battery, that beep.
Yeah.
Anytime he hear like it wouldn't like if imagine me and you having this conversation. The second that beep happened, the second or third time, he'd be like, "I can tell you're not in a relationship right now. You're single, right?" And she would be like, "Yeah, why?" Because that fucking fire alarm. No man's gonna put up with that. You had it drives us nuts.
I can't put up with it.
I mean, but the point that he was making, because there are women who can't, people period, that just can't stand the sound. But that was always his go-to for like, that's the sign of a single woman. Because it was funny because I've met women that did it annoyed them, they hated it, but they never did anything about it. To me, that's more of a sign of like laziness to me. But
no, I need a new battery.
Yeah.
Done. Let's go fix that.
But you've already proven that you suffer from misophonia. You can't stand that drip.
Well, and I think some of it comes from like when we were in Iraq, right? Mm-hmm. All those mortar attacks that we had.
Yeah. You get desensitized from it after a while, though. I mean, loud noises. Like I don't jump with loud noises anymore.
I don't like loud noises.
I could have said something. I could have said something. I won't do it. Go ahead.
What? What you got?
Because he's not doing it right.
Anyways, but no, I would say because of my combat chores, mm-hmm. loud noises and I don't mix now. And so like, they'll do stuff at work occasionally and they're not paying attention and I don't know, drop something and it makes a really loud noise. I don't respond so kindly all the time.
Yeah. And so you don't clap like other people do when a waitress drops something. Like you're more like, get the fuck off the ground, get that shit up. You're making me look bad. You don't go postal, do you?
No, I'm not like that. But I just, I don't like them. They make me uncomfortable. Like I have to be prepared for it, I guess is a better way to say it, just because of all the crap that I've seen and dealt with. But I don't know. Everybody reacts differently. I mean, some people, like you said, they're probably more desensitized and not worried about it. They're like, oh, it's another noise. No big deal. No. That's not the way that I did with that. I don't know.
Well, the reason why I brought up that whole thing with the smoke detector thing, because it was one of Kevin Samuels' tells. So I bring up Kevin Samuels because I know you probably never seen his content. I was only made aware of his stuff earlier this year.
Okay.
And I started binge watching his stuff. He had a talk show where women would call in and they would ask for his advice. And he would get his thing was.
Was he on the radio?
No, he was on YouTube. But he was on his way. He got over 1 million subscribers in a short period of time. His content was getting very popular in a short period of time. 6 months later, after I discovered him, he died. His thing was, what did he say? He would give advice to women the way men actually talk to each other. So if you're brutally asking, like, why is this man, I want this type of man. Right. He's got to make 6 figures. He's got to be rich and got to be that and this and that and the other. He goes, okay, I talk to those types of men all the time. They are looking for this, and this. Do you fit this, and then it will be like, no, I don't, no, I don't, no, I don't, no, I don't. But I deserve this. And he's like, you ain't gonna get it. No, you didn't. It would be brutally honest with them about it.
Yeah.
So there was a situation that happened, I think it was like last year or something. It was the video that made his channel blow up. It's called Average at Best.
Okay.
And I wanted to get your reaction to it. I'll play the beginning of it because it's like 20 minutes long. I'll play we got 20 minutes unless you want to drive it home with this.
That seems like a long time, but go ahead.
Well, I'll skip towards the average at best part. So we'll just in case it goes too long.
Those were hers.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, are you a PhD?
No.
I'm a PhD.
How many dollars you got?
One.
Make it smaller.
Really?
I'm sorry?
What kind of dog is it?
He's a cane corso.
He's a what?
A cane corso.
Oh, you can't hear it?
What is that in English?
All right, my bad. Let me start it over.
I'm like, no, I see him moving.
Okay. You can't hear it. I know why. Okay, let me go back. I forgot about this part. Let me share the sound. Share. There we go. Advanced. Audio. And now the computer's lagging on my end. I don't know why. Have we fixed it? Okay, no, it's not lagging. Okay, now can you hear it?
Yes.
Is
Music.
it too loud? Is it okay?
No, it's fun.
All right.
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Those were hers.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, are you a PhD?
No.
I'm a PhD.
How many dogs you got?
One.
Really?
I'm sorry?
What kind of dog is it?
He's a cane corso.
He's a what?
A cane corso.
What is that in English?
It's a larger dog, and their breed is meant for guarding and protecting, and they're very protective of their home and their family.
Okay, so what's your disagreement?
Honestly, I don't have a disagreement. I just came here because I honestly want some advice from you.
It says disagreement day.
Oh, I know, but this is my first time catching you on live. Normally I'm asleep. And
You have a job?
I do. I own a business,
Okay, so I do too.
and I do have a question. If you
But
don't
I have a business. And if you wanted my advice, you could always book a session if you can't catch us at the show live.
I'm definitely. I was trying to go online earlier.
But all you have to do, man, but see, what kind of business do you own?
And let me know if you want me to pause at
I own
any
a
time
pet room and
if you want
doggy
to chime
daycare
in.
and indoor
Okay,
dog
so
park.
what you're basically trying to do is I have a disagreement day, and you basically came in and said, damn your topic, I want to ask you what I want to ask you. And
Okay.
but you are more than welcome to go on my website and purchase your time to talk with me one-on-one. Because what you're trying to do is rather rude, but I will go ahead and do it because I'm going to use this as a teaching lesson.
All right, let me stop right there. You see what I'm talking about right there?
This is already going bad. This is already going bad. I'm going to use this as a teaching lesson.
Exactly.
Oh, lady, you should have just hung up at that point.
And people are always be talking about how his tone with women and whatnot, but Kevin was like that with everybody, men too.
Right.
He told a guy straight up, who was a young man who was trying to get with an older woman who was rich or something like that. That he had,
Yeah.
it was totally out of his league. He's like, stop wasting that damn woman's time. Leave her the fuck alone. Like, he was brutally honest. But I'll let you keep going. Hold on, here we go.
Okay.
How old are
Okay.
you? How old are you?
I'm 35.
35 years old. 35 years old and you're a business owner.
Uh-huh.
And what's your question?
So my issue is, I want to know at what point when I'm just meeting a guy, do I tell him that I'm a business owner? Because my problem is that when I try to date down and the conversation comes up to where I own a business, the guy is either like, hey, can I come join in on you on that business? Or can I put some money and be a business partner? And I'm not looking for that. And I honestly...
Hold on. I need to be clear on this subject. Where are you at?
North Carolina.
And you're saying when to tell somebody you own a business?
Because I find when I date down, guys see an interest and want to be like a business partner. And I'm learning that maybe I need a high value man because that's what.
Well, first off,
let me go right there. You had a little reaction right there. What was it? When I date down, what happened? Watch.
Well, okay, first of all, I'm floored at why you have to have a time limit to when you're going to tell somebody you own a business. I mean, things happen organically in conversations, but when she made the comment that she dates down, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm the fool because me personally, and you know this about me, I think that if you're going to be with somebody, dating, relationship, married, otherwise, that person needs to enhance your life. Mm-hmm. If you already know that you're dating,
that's something that Kevin has said about men. Men get with women that can enhance, their life. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
But it's a two-way street, right? Like he needs to help the person that I want to be involved with needs to help me and enhance in the enhancing of life thing. and I should do the same thing for them. Nobody should enter into a relationship or dating that's going to cause drama or, you know, make somebody more stressed out or any of those
He
things.
says that too. Men want to be with a person that brings peace into their
Right.
house.
Yes. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like when she's already starting out with I'm dating down, you are creating your own drama. Like you're not looking for or entertaining a person that can enhance your life. That's the first problem.
Right there. That's, all right. Okay.
Ma'am, I really don't understand. What kind of man are you talking about? Because owning a business is no different than having a job, in my opinion. And I'm not getting what you're saying. When should you? I'm not understanding why this is an issue. If you're, what kind of men are you? What kind of men are you dating?
I try to give guys that not up a chance.
You try to do what?
I try to give guys that's not on my level a chance.
Why? What do you mean on your level? What does that mean?
That's making 6 figures or more.
But I don't okay. You try to give guys who are not on your level a chance. Why?
And because I honestly want a 6-figure guy, is what I'm realizing.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and net it out for you. You ready?
Uh-huh.
The guys you want aren't asking you out.
Well, I haven't been putting myself out there, honestly.
But you put yourself out there enough for the guys you don't want or beneath you to ask you out.
Boom. There you go. I see you. I see you right now. Go ahead. I know you got to say something. Go for it.
Oh, well, she's contradicting herself completely because she's like, I date down. And then she's like, I'm trying to give everybody a chance, like 6-figure guys. Is a 6-figure guy dating down? Or is that what she's working towards? It's just what she's saying.
It's already confusing right from the jump. Yeah. And he's about to dive in.
Those are like guys I met online.
Right. So again, the men you want are not asking you out. See, you ladies do this. You go and deal with men who you feel are beneath you, and then you ask how to fix them. I'm not beneath you. I don't know how to fix a guy that's down there. That's not my concern. The better question is, why can't you get a guy on your level? That's the real question. Well, the first thing, well, first of all, I would tell you what I said in here automatically is a problem. Why you would come onto a show that you know was a disagreement day? It's selfish.
Because she can't follow directions, she can't get a 6-figure man.
So you think right there, maybe because you have a problem with comprehensive. This is why critical thinking is important, people. Look at the context clues around you. You already displaying the fact that you, like you said, follow directions. The 6-figure man is gonna be like, I don't know. Like I don't know. With some people, it's like the answer is obviously in their face. They just don't want to say it to themselves. But
it's almost like setting up a date and then being like, okay, we're gonna meet at the restaurant, and then her texting him at the time, like at 7 p.m. when they're supposed to meet, and saying, "Why aren't you here to pick me up?" That's not what we agreed to.
I said we're going to meet at the restaurant. Yeah, right. But that reminds me of that one woman who was like, if he ain't gonna bring food for all of my other kids, and
you told me, yeah.
Oh, like what? Like, but we can get into that one another show.
It's like, well, yes, ma'am. It's like I want what I want. I don't say things for no reason. That's why I asked you questions. You're 35 years old, a business owner. That means you understand what business is, and you know this is a business. And I have a show title. And you said, "Damn your show title, I want to talk to you." But you could have went to my business and booked time to talk to me, but you wanted what you wanted, how you wanted.
I'm sorry.
No, and I'm using this as a lesson. That's the problem with too many of you black women. You don't do shit the right way with black men. That was improper. And when I told you the right way,
see, that's a conversation with one black man to another black woman. So that I saw your face, bro. I'm so, a lot of black women do get upset, but this is a black man talking to a black woman, so everybody relax. Let me keep going.
you still were like, well, whatever. So I'm gonna use this. When was the last time you had a relationship?
Okay, here we go.
Like the end of last year around December.
How long did it last?
A year.
A year? And was that man, did you go to college?
Did I go to college?
Yes.
No, sir.
Okay, and how long have you owned your own business?
9 years.
And how long have you been making six figures or more?
The last 3.
Okay, why do you need a man making six figures?
Because I'm finding out that the guys that I date, it's not working out.
What does that have to do with money?
Because I feel like I need a guy that I can respect and admire, and I'm ambition, and I want a guy.
I'm ambition. My wife makes six figures. I used to. I no longer make that amount. She makes a significant more amount of money than I do. She doesn't treat me any less than a man. When I was making six figures, and my ex-wife was nowhere near that. She didn't respect me at all.
but that's why it's important to find that partnership, right? Mm-hmm. So that's why, like he sat there and said, it doesn't have to do with money. Your relationship. Yeah. Now, I have an example of a relationship that was in the pooper because of money, and I divorced his ass real quick. But that can be for another show.
Why? Because you didn't want to share your money?
No, because he put me $50,000 in debt because the motherfucker didn't want to keep a damn job.
There you go.
Anyway. But no, like he was sitting there saying money is not the problem. Like, unless you are a gold digger, but if you have your own money that you're bringing to the table, that shouldn't be the issue.
Men don't care. Men don't care about the amount of money that a woman. That wasn't the. I knew that my wife made more, was about to make a significant more, but that didn't mean that that's the only reason why. Like I'm with her or that I wanted her. If it wasn't gonna bring peace in the house, if we weren't gonna work out, we would have broke up a long time ago. Like it wasn't gonna. Now, if she was Oprah rich, no. But what you're saying is right.
I think that the important part of money is if you are financially responsible.
Yeah.
If you're financially responsible and you're making, $30,000-$40,000 a year, but you know how to live within your means, you're not living beyond your means, you know still how to save, you're planning, you know what I'm saying? Like, or, if you're somebody that makes six figures or even, 9 figures, whatever the case may be, that those people may not be financially responsible. You can make all that money and blow it and not have anything in savings and not have any plan for retirement. That's the only time, in my opinion, I think that money matters, is making sure that you are equally yoked in that sense. That
that's true.
You're both.
And Joy's ex was like that. Like I don't know where he was when in comparison where she was, but let me assume that she probably made more than him as well. But he also had like gambling problems and things like that, and like you said, bringing people into debt. So he wasn't responsible. That means he wasn't taking care of the home. If it's one thing when you have one person making more, or even if the wife makes more than the husband, but if that husband, that doesn't mean that I go around say, but even though my wife makes more than me, hey babe, give me the credit card, I'll be back next week, going to Vegas or something. Like, hell no, I got shit to do. I work. I can be. I cut my grass. I keep things. I try to keep. I was about to lie and say I keep things clean, but I think I got my underwear on the floor. But I don't go around causing like financial dismay, to the house. So I don't bring all that drama into it. But damn, we're already going over time. Let me go back into it.
That has that drive too. And when he doesn't, I find myself, encouraging him like, hey, babe, you can do this and you can do that. And then
All right. So in North Carolina, what percentage of the population, what percentage of men in this country make six figures or more?
I think it's like 5%. I'm not
Closer to 10. So,
Okay.
10%. All right. So the question is, what do those men who make that kind of money, who all women tend to want, what do they want?
I feel like they want arm candy, somebody who can have more to bring to the table than just looks, but
Is that her dog or your dog?
also brains and balance.
Is that her dog or your dog barking in the background?
It's hers. I'm just confused by they want arm candy, but they don't want somebody that's just looks. What? Huh?
Yeah, it's these are now. So for everybody now, and if this becomes a reaction, because I know our reactions and especially your reactions, you get a lot of responses for the reactions. Maybe Bill, this might be the new Bill Burr for you, but whenever now. He would always say he doesn't go out of his way to just insult people. But whenever women would come at him with like these contradictions and these, or especially if they brought attitude, he would mirror whatever he would get. Like if you brought that shit to him, he'd come right back to, and he was brutal. This was the kind of brother who was in high school playing like in those circles playing those yo mama joke games with him. This man was. If you go back into his content, which I'm thinking we will, this man does not miss. I'll just put it to you like that. But let me pause it again. Let's do it one more time because I know we're going over the normal hour that we usually do. But let me do it one more time with the what's it called with Zoom, so we can fix this real quick because I know it's gonna cut into us real fast. So but let me do this again. Commercial break and. Let's fix
I'll
it.
log back in.
All right. So that was faster than last time, right there.
I had to go and put some chapstick on. My lips were getting
And we are back. Let me get back onto it. Let's go.
Balance to their life. I feel like I can help them out on.
Okay, slow down. I'm not understanding. You said they want arm candy, then you
can't hear anything.
contradicted yourself.
Oh yeah. I forgot. Hold on.
Yeah,
And it's funny because you I was laughing because he said exactly what you said before we took him. He said, "Wait a minute, you just contradicted yourself." You wanted
I
arm.
mean, she did it back to back. Like there wasn't even anything between. It was he wants arm candy. He doesn't want a woman that looks.
Right. I think. Hold on. Can you hear it now?
Also bring balance to their life. I feel like I can
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good. My bad.
help them out on.
Okay, slow down. I'm not understanding. You said they want arm candy, then you contradicted yourself. But they want somebody that more than just looks.
Yeah, arm candy, but something behind, brain with it, and more in depth.
Do you know any men who make six figures or more?
My dad and my uncle.
Do you know any men that you are related to that make six figures or more?
Unrelated to? Yeah,
Men that you are not related to.
Not on a personal level.
So you don't know them. You don't know what they want, but you want him. Man, I'm going to suggest that you really don't know what you want. And saying six figures is just something that you've got taken from out there. But I'm not hearing this rooted to anything. But what do you want ultimately? Do you want to be married, children, what?
Yes, I want to be married.
Do you want any children?
Yes.
How many?
I have a son now, so.
Okay. How old is your son?
He's 13.
Where's the father?
He's not enough in his life.
I didn't ask that. I said, where's the father?
Well, he's not like in it like I would like him to be.
All right.
Okay, Calvin, what do you think? Where do you think this might be going now?
There's so many ways. Like, why isn't he? Did you drive him out? Do y'all have, did you use your kid against it? I mean, there's so many different directions this could go.
But yeah, with the energy that she's kind of bringing off, it's like, yeah, right. You feel like all those questions are valid. Like, well, yeah. That's kind of, oh my God.
What happened to end y'all's relationship?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it could go anywhere.
What was that? Dave Chappelle was like, I'm a constant victim blamer. He's like, he's not in the picture anymore. Why'd you drive him out? No.
And why is he not?
And why is he? What was happening? What you do? You fucking up? Okay.
So, go ahead and take this down, ma'am. Men who make the kind of money you're talking about have options, and typically they don't want to deal with women who have 13-year-old sons who are used to dating men. This doesn't sound appealing to the kind of man you're talking about. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I was thinking once I start booking session with you that
I can't change men.
I know, but I can approve myself, and I feel like I have a lot to offer to those type of men.
Okay, but see, you should have stopped right there.
What happened right there? But I can't change men.
But I can't change men.
Yeah.
I'm like he's like I can't fix.
I can't.
What
Yeah. I just
she
told
was
you
quick
that.
to
Go ahead.
She was quick to say you can work with me to help me improve things I need to improve. So that's a good thing.
But and that's why he said you should. Then she kept going, and it's like, well, if you would have stopped there, it would have been fine. But his point was valid though. It was like I've already told you that this is not what most people that are in those brackets want. He said, but if I can work, how can you work on, if a man in that situation who has options says, I don't want a woman that already has a child, or I don't want a woman at a certain age. That was the thing that frustrated him. He's like, if I told you that the majority of those men that you say you want, who have all these options who say that they want this, this, and this, and you don't have this, this, and that, and the thing that you do have, they say that they typically don't want to start with that.
Right.
How do you fix it?
Yeah.
You're gonna get rid of your 13-year-old,
Right? I don't think that kid's going anywhere.
Right, exactly. And then he's supposed to be shamed if he doesn't take on the 13-year-old. You better bring McDonald's for all my kids.
I just told you I cannot change men. And you said, once I book a session with you, I'm not a miracle worker. I'm telling you what they want. And you're still saying, yeah, but I want them. They don't want you.
But I have been working on myself this year and booking your.
Okay, ma'am, but okay. 35, 13-year-old son with a sketchy father. Why would a man who's in the top 10% of earners, who women across the country want that?
Because I have a lot to offer. I feel like.
Would you want your son to, if you had a son making that kind of money, would you want him to bring home a woman who had a 13-year-old son from a sketchy father? Or would you prefer him to get a woman who had no children, was younger, and easier to get on his program?
Depending on his age.
See what I mean? See what I mean? This goes.
No, okay.
He's trying to find that loophole.
He has something that he used to say where whenever a person that would do stuff like that, he would call it sign language. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. That's what he would call sign language. So I don't know if this is the first time. I know this probably wasn't the first time he said it, but he might say it. But this is one of his triggers. What she just did is why he's about to go off.
So deep for black women. They will even. Should have been an easy question. No, I would not want my son to bring. I want the best for my son. That should have been the appropriate answer. That's why I sat up. That is bullshit. You should want the best for your son.
Of course.
But and are you thinking?
If he brought home a woman, yes, I feel like I'm the exception to the rule. But
I feel like I'm the exception.
Everybody's
to
the exception
the rule.
to the rule.
That's what she said. I am the exception
I heard it.
to the rule.
That's what everybody thinks.
I know that you want a man to be packing at least 10 inches, but my 3.5 should be the exception to the rule.
Look, I don't know every woman in the world, but I promise you that is not high on their list. There are some that have that crap on their list that's really important, but I'm going to tell you the quality women, that's not on the list.
Gots to be more careful.
That's the problem. You all think you're the exception to the rule, but your life is proven to you that you're not.
My love life is not that good. I agree with you.
That's my point, and ma'am, and that's my point. You ladies all feel like, listen, you ladies all feel like you're the exception to the rule. And then when someone like myself comes along and gives you a dose of reality, instead of just accepting it, it's like, yeah, but I'm special. You don't know any men on this level that are not your father, that aren't related to you. That means you don't know these men. You don't know where to go get them. You don't know what they want. But you're still saying, pick me. They don't want mid-30-year-old baby mamas. I'm trying to be polite, man, but they don't want those.
Can I ask you a question?
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Why is that so? Okay, go ahead.
Why is it so what?
Go ahead.
From my point of view, I feel like I get what you're saying. They do have better options, but also those better options are younger girls. Those younger girls don't necessarily 20-year-olds are not necessarily attracted to 45-year-olds.
Bullshit. I'm 51 and I can't beat him off with a stick. That's another one you lies. No, younger women are attracted to older men. What are you talking about?
So can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So do you feel like a woman like me?
Uh-huh. What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
Here we up. All right, this is another thing that he does a lot. Here we go. Buckle up. Rate yourself from a scale of 1 to 10. You cannot use 7.
It's gonna be rough.
Do I rate myself?
Just your face.
My face when I wake up 5, but when I put myself together 6.
Okay. And how tall are you?
5'5".
Dress size.
I'm sorry?
Your dress size.
A 3.
Okay. So that makes you, if you give yourself a 5, that's average.
Yes.
So average looking women tend not to get high earning men. They tend to get average men.
So,
Did you, I mean, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Breathe and digest. You're 35 years old and you can look around and see the world. You don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women off rip. If you do see them, they got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up. But a man earning the kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
I mean, my body is not average, so.
But you're, ma'am, you please don't make me say it.
Say what? I really just wanted some advice. I love you.
Don't make me say it. Don't do it. That's what I always say when I'm driving in the car. Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Did she ask for it?
She did. She did ask for it. All right. Any predictions? Where is it going?
I mean, you know what? I don't want to make any guesses because I have my theory, but I feel like he's not going in that direction. So I'm really intrigued at this point.
I'm giving you advice, but you're not taking it. The advice is, ma'am, you're average looking at best.
Boom. There he is. That's the line that made his channel blow up. You're average looking at best. And people just, I don't know what it was about this, because that's not something he hadn't said before, or to even guys. Just reality check. You're average at best. At best. But for some reason, this was the video that blew his channel up. But let's see why.
I'm taking it in, but.
Okay, but you're not accepting the fact that, okay, average looking women.
She on the phone.
Average looking woman who's older. Average looking older woman with a 13-year-old son. Average looking woman with a 13-year-old son with a sketchy baby daddy. This gets worse every time I say something. And now you're asking for a man who's in the top 10% of men. You don't qualify for one. And you're making, I mean, I don't want to have to go there.
Look at her body language right now. Look at what she's doing. She's just on the phone.
She's not listening.
She's like, yeah, I've already disassociated. You're wrong, Kevin. I'm just gonna check the Instagram. She looking for a couple of the 6-figure guys that's in her DMs, I guess.
All these other factors.
She did what?
I said, at least keep it below the camera.
Yeah, she at this point she does not care.
No. That's all attitude.
Why can't you just get a man that's an average guy?
Sometimes I feel like in order to fully submit, I have to feel like he's in.
Well, then you're gonna die alone. How about that? Let me just cut to the chase, ma'am. You can feel like what you want to, but women like you die alone, straight up.
Oh.
Because you think you're better than the men that you qualify for. And the only reason, honestly, ma'am, that I can see a woman like yourself really thinking you deserve more is because you earn more money than most people around you in North Carolina. But if your ass worked at the post office, you would not think so highly of your opportunities.
Gots to be more careful. But I mean, that's true. I mean, but that's true. Like I think there was one woman, he asked that question straight up. If you did not make the amount of money that you make, would you be going for the guys that you're trying to go for? No, and I can understand wanting to, because sometimes it's a maturity issue, especially with finances. Like, would you want to trust a person that didn't know how to be a millionaire with your millions of dollars? No, you probably wouldn't. You probably want to associate with other millionaires. Tend to associate with other millionaires. That I understand. But a couple of times she's already seemed to have answered her own question, and
Right.
yet, but. So I don't know what to say. What do you think?
I mean, he doesn't hold any punches. That's for sure. Like
he should be co-hosting the Rant Over show, right?
I mean, no punches held. Like full on shots fired. You are dying alone.
But yet she doesn't seem to feel the effects of the hits that's coming her way.
No. And I mean,
And that's the reality.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Men don't care about your money. Not the kind of men that you want. We don't care about your money. It ain't ours. We care about the fact that you are older and you got kids. And you're average.
She don't like that word. Even though she said it.
And your reality of your life has showed you that. You don't have the kind of men that you want knocking on your door trying to find you. See, what we've done in this country, this world, is we've told women like yourself that you can have it all, and you got a Prince Charming who's 6 feet tall, 6-figure income, jawline, all this other kind of stuff. And I'm sorry, man. No. Most people get average people, especially average people. And you're an average person. I mean, let's be real. You're not running Microsoft. You had a pet grooming business. You've been making 6 figures for the last 3 years. Okay. But if I looked at you and I took all that off of you, all the eyelashes and all the hair, what do you look like under there?
I mean, I look the same.
No, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on.
I'm sorry?
No, you don't. You don't look the same because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on.
So, what is your advice for women that?
All right, I'll tell you my advice, man, because you're not listening to me. This is why I always recommend you need therapy. People think most of us in the Black community need therapy, but you're not dealing with reality. I asked you about your child's father, and you couldn't answer me. But it doesn't sound like you're too proud of him. What kind of student is your child?
He's an A student.
Does he have any behavioral problems?
No, he actually got a YouTube channel, and he's trying.
I don't need no.
Everything.
He's like, no, I don't need all that information.
Yeah.
No.
Don't be trying to plug his YouTube channel right now.
But his daddy is still. If his daddy is alive, does he have a relationship with his father?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Then what's your issue with him?
He's not business minded like my father and my uncle. And
then why did you choose to make a baby with him before you got married?
Young and dumb. I was 16.
Exactly, and that cost. See? Yeah. That young and dumb shit, let me stop you right here. That young and dumb shit you black women throw out as if it's supposed to get... Listen and listen well, women. Young and dumb is not a get out of jail free card. It doesn't go woof and change the fact. You still have to carry that consequence.
She back on that phone.
And men are not rushing up to be stepfathers to 13-year-olds.
There was one of the factors when, like, because I already know, I know I got 3 of my own, but being a divorcee and whatnot. But if I didn't have three children of my own, if I was single, if I was in that bracket, he's right. I wouldn't. I probably would not want what another friend of mine used to call a ready-made family.
Right. Yeah.
It's just how people because people tend to want to start their own family. It's just how whether you're six figures or not. Most people
Right.
just would like to begin from
Nowadays it's harder and harder to find somebody that doesn't have kids.
Yeah.
Like that's what that unicorn category. That's what one of the things that puts somebody in a unicorn category is that you're this age and you don't have children yet.
Yeah. I mean, not as much as you think. I mean, Kevin used to go through. I forgot. I got to look up the website again because I need to start doing that more on this show. The stats and the statistics. Stats and statistics is what he was very good at. I think one of the stats that he would bring up a lot is that over 50? I forgot 53% or something of black men are childless, and so like the stereotype that like most black men have a baby mama on the side is not what the actual census says. The majority of men, period, do not have children, but the stigma from the ones who do have or the ones who are bad baby fathers and stuff like that stigma gets put on the rest of men, like bad cops make other good cops look bad kind of a thing. Yeah. So he would always break those. Like when people would come up to him, well, most men have no. He would show the source and he would show this proof and the stats. Yeah. Men, only 1% of men make the amount of money that you make. And in North Carolina, the number is so small. The chances of you even meeting these men are like he would do that all the time. That's what I liked about him.
What would be better is if you honestly sat down and asked yourself, what value can I bring to a man?
And I know that what I can.
Well, all right. What value? What is it?
What is it? I can help him with his business. I'm very business minded on the end of helping organize. And I plant into planting my own garden, so I can definitely plant. I'm into improving my elegance with
what did she say? Wait,
self-improvement.
Oh wait, what did she say? Improving my what?
I think she was going for elegance, but that is not the word that she said.
Improving my elegance with
my elegance. I mean,
is that like a mixture between elegance and etiquette?
Improving my YouTube has it in the closed captioning as improving my evidence, but that's obviously not what she said. They Google obviously misheard her too. I'm improving my elegance.
Improving my elegance with just self-improvement and working on myself. And
ma'am, at 35 years old, here's what you told me. I can help him with his business. Due respect, ma'am. And I mean no disrespect, but 20 to 30% of people own businesses. What about the 70 to 80% of men who don't own them? That means that doesn't matter. That means nothing to the average man. Then the next thing you said, I can plant. Ma'am, that means nothing to most people because we go to grocery stores. Then you say self-improvement. I gave you a shot at saying what you have to offer to men, and you said nothing that we value.
What do you value? What do you?
Book a session. I'm not doing this. Nope. I'm done. I've tried to go around, but this has happened. The older you ladies get, the more you get set in your ways. Book a session because I don't want to do this in public, man. Because you seem like a sweet woman, but you don't. But you're not getting it.
You're being so mean.
I'm not being. Don't tell me I'm being mean. I'm about to be mean. I get tired of you broads telling me I'm being mean because you cannot handle the goddamn truth. You called my show on a day that you ain't even supposed to be here, and I honored the call and sat here and tried to help you, and I'm telling me I'm being mean. Get the fuck out of my phone. Tired of y'all doing this shit.
And there you go.
Oh my God.
I mean, come on.
Ooh,
A lot
he
to
just
unpack.
wow. Yeah, in the last 15 seconds, there was a lot to unpack. Like, wow. But I mean, look, he did. He tried to give her a chance. Hey, what do you bring to the table? And she went with some crazy shit that nobody has on their list of things that they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Right.
don't, even if I did garden or if I enjoyed planting things, it ain't on my list of men. Like, okay, I want my man to be able to garden with me. We need to be able to grow and plant our own things. Like, no, that's not, no. I want somebody that brings peace and calming and laughter. Like, those are the things that, when I bring to a table, I'm thinking, I can enhance your life and make it better with peace and stability and safety, comfort. Like, there's so many different words that you could think of
What about
that are more important than I can help you run your business, which most men are not going to take another person.
I can
woman.
garden.
I can garden. I can plant you some tomatoes.
Even though we go to HEB every week, I can garden.
Right. Right.
HelloFresh delivers, but I can garden. I mean, there's a reason why community organizers don't plant female trees that bear fruit. You see trees all up and down neighborhoods and streets and stuff. None of them bear fruit. There's a reason, because they want your ass to go to the store. Nobody gardens anymore. We are living in the Matrix, people.
Well, okay, so when you asked me where I thought he was going to go earlier, he didn't go where I thought he was going to go, but I understood what I was thinking. One of the things I was thinking was, if you think you're average, she put herself at a 5 and a 6, right? If you think you're average, you're not going to attract anything better than that.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if you walk out the door thinking you are not anything spectacular, that you're average, or if you think that your body's not average, then what you think you bring to the table is not anything more than what's in the bedroom.
Yeah, we usually tend to attract what we are, 9 times out of 10. But yeah, you'd be surprised. I mean, I'm thinking, I don't know if it's something that you I know you're, like I said, you're one of the queens of reactions on the network. So do you think it's something
honest.
that
I'm just real. Like, you see exactly, like, my face it would sell me out in a heartbeat, even if I tried to be like, oh no, that was funny, and I didn't laugh, or I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I have a feeling that Kevin Samuels content like when I segmentize this and make it its own, like when I edit it down and make it its own standalone video, we're gonna tell what the audience want. Like, yeah, we need more Tiffany and Kevin, or maybe they won't. I don't know. I just felt like this might be a good jumping on point.
I mean, I appreciate his brutal honesty. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Well, no, and I'm sure I haven't, but like, in the sense of, he sat there and said, I mean, at the end, he flipped a switch, but even like, he sat there and said at the end, I'm not trying to be mean, I'm being honest. But then it was, you GD women blow, and it went off on a tirade.
Because he gets frustrated. He repeating himself too much. What he mostly said, and I think I've said it before, but what he mostly tells women is the thing that, like, guys, when we're alone, we're in the barbershop or stuff, when we're joking and really openly, honestly, what we're talking about, what we want in a relationship, that where some men are, or most men are afraid to say to a woman's face, is what he says to their face. That was the majority of his show. So yeah, and maybe there might be some more content in the future. I don't know. Like I said, I think I like your reactions to it. It was good. I think
I knew it was about to go downhill when he changed from you ladies to you broad. And I was just like, damn, we done.
He was like, uh-oh.
We're not ladies anymore. We are broads, and we are going down.
It was Chris Rock watching Will Smith heading towards him at the Oscars. Uh-oh.
Oh shit! Here he comes.
All right, but that was Tiffany's first introduction to the late great Kevin Samuels. Like I said, I only had 6 months knowing who he was, and then he just recently 2 months ago passed away from a heart attack. And you wouldn't believe how many women who did not like him were on the internet hooping, hollering. Oh, good, he just it was. You'd be surprised. That's a conversation for another day. I'll show you. But yeah. Don't be diving in. Just like with Bill Burr, don't be diving in on Kevin too much because you might want to have to react on the show.
I won't.
On it.
We had
But,
fun with that.
all
That was
right.
good.
Let's close it out, and I guess and then we'll see what
We
happens
talked
next
about a lot of different stuff today. Ugh. So nice little rants all over the place,
week.
as
It
always.
went a little longer than usual, but it was good.
Right, with a few little commercials here and there. No, as always, I am Tiffany Castleberry, and you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. I have a book, From Ashes to Beauty, God's Way. I'm also a life and leadership coach. Just trying to, do my part to help other people have a happy, healthy life and future, and to survive those dark times. Kind of like this, making
Right.
people laugh and being entertaining. What about you, Christopher?
I'm the guy with who needs to delete the the box at the top corner. I'm nobody. I'm average at best. Just the guy pushing the buttons. But if you want to follow me on my average little journey, you can find me Chris W. Fagan on Instagram and all the socials, or right here at T3 Medias with the S at the end. Now that S makes sense, T3 Media Studios. Any questions, comments, concerns, theories, or any suggestions that you want us to rant over? Also look forward my show, The Rundown, mostly every Wednesday on this channel, and look for our movie talk stuff and upcoming shows that we're gonna bring to you guys in the future. I had fun with this one. I always love getting Tiffany to do reactions with me, so it's always fun. I'm gonna bring more reactions to the channel. I'm sorry that I've been lagging on it, but you got another Tiffany. Classic.
There you go. Yeah, they've been asking for where'd you go?
Where'd you
See me.
But today you got Bill Burr and Kevin Samuels in one video. So if this doesn't get a couple of likes, I'm gonna be so mad. So here, hit the like and subscribe button. Let us know, support the channel. It really does help us out. I appreciate it. So anything else?
I'm also on TikTok, and if you go on there, I may have like midday rants where I lose my mind about people that work for me, or Oklahoma drivers drive me insane. So, but like Christopher said, like, subscribe, leave some comments, let us know what you think, or any suggestions that you think that we need to cover or watch or react to. There's so many options, you guys. But thank you for joining us, and have a wonderful day. This means that the rant is over.